You need to pay him a visit and take him out. Bitch, do I look like a Colombiana to you? You kill people.
Hey, little ghost, I see you.
Not no more.
Jeopardy. Carter's gonna kill us both. You like that, huh?
To this day, I'm still walking around with the same pain on me. It's a fate that's worse than death. Trust me. It's the only way to get to the top.
Tariq, how is she?
You go see for yourself.
How's the baby? Is he okay?
Whoever took him from me is gonna pay. Bottom line.
Who was it? We will not stop until we get this guy.
Dirty copy to Diana B. What?
If you're in some kind of danger, I need to know.
I'm not a ghost. I can fix whatever problem I'm in.
What makes you think you can trust Davis or Tariq?
I don't trust either of them.
We're all at risk now.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Power Universe, and I'm back with another episode of the Mr. Power Podcast. A lot of y'all have noticed I pretty much changed my name, slight change, but I changed my name from Mr. Power Universe to Mr. Power because I wanted to kind of disassociate from the whole power thing and just make it about me, right? And the name Mr. Power gives more power to me, and it allows me to pretty much talk about everything because anything involves power, right? The world runs on power, right? So I want to welcome you guys to episode 6. Very dope. We got a lot to get into. We all know that episode 7 of season 4 Power Book 2 Ghost is dropping tomorrow. So there's a couple things that I kind of wanted to tap in, chat with y'all, and talk about the storylines and kind of what I expect going into this episode. So obviously last episode there was a lot going on, right? We know that Zion got taken out. We know Tariq pretty much strike the deal with Noma again, temporary deal, to move product for her and get back in business with her on better terms than he had with Zion. And in exchange, he'd catch a body, right? And we know, the whole Zion thing. We knew Zion was gonna die for a while. None of it really surprised me. So I was kind of underwhelmed at a lot of the storylines that occurred. Drew's still in jail, like we know. The task force threw him in there to handle some business. And, he pretty much Drew has been moving very nicely in this second half of the season, right? I know it's only been one episode, but in just that one stint in jail, he's been able to turn that on the task force. And he's like, okay, well, now I can take out this threat for you that could potentially expose you, and you make me a fucking lieutenant because I'm not about to be doing your dirty work, right? So I like the moves that Drew is making. I do expect him to, go ahead and take care of that issue. And I do expect him to get out of jail by the end of next episode. By the end of episode 7, I expect Drew to be outside of jail. We still have Effie, right? We have Effie. She almost got taken out, right? During that Russians raid. She's talking to Kane saying like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore. All of these characters do this, right? All of these characters have a moment or like they're like, oh, I don't want to be in the game no more. I can't do this. But the reality is they know that shit is not going to happen. Like, you're not getting out of the game. like what? You're not getting out. You're not getting out. You even see Diana, some of these teaser trailers talking about, oh, I want to get away from this life. Bro, you've literally grown up in the game. Like, this is all you've known your whole life. The people who you grew up with are in the game. The man that you got pregnant by and are having your kid with is in the game. His father was in the game. Like, his uncle was in the game. Like, you're not getting out, right? So another story we also have is Diana and his baby, right? We know Detective Felicia Lewis, the cop, put the kicks on Diana in her stomach, man. Like, she fucked her up. And I think that could potentially cause a loss in the baby. I don't know. We're going to have to see, let the episode air first before anything is confirmed. But look, man, I mean, that baby might be out of here. I'm not going to lie. That baby might be out of here, bro. It's not looking too good for that baby. I hope the baby makes it because honestly it would make for an even more interesting storyline. But I think the baby dying would make for just as much of a good storyline as well because of the rampage and kind of the effects that it would have on, Tariq and the Tejada family, right? And not just that, right? We have Braden, right? Braden's been low key, these last couple episodes. Like, he's been doing shit, but he hasn't really been wilding. Like, we heard he would, or we would expect. I believe this next episode, he's going to be in some shit. There's a picture of him with blood on his face, in a scene where he's with Effie. So, they might be on some type of mission together, or he might have ran to her for help. There's going to be a lot going on, right? I'm telling you right now, this is the main reason I wanted to make this video. That Detective Felicia Lewis cop is fucking done. She's dead, bro. She's not gonna make it. I guarantee y'all. She's not gonna make it past episode 7. If you've seen the trailer for episode 7, like Don Carter pretty much is telling her, like, yo, we're all at risk. Like, it kind of cuts off there, but like a lot of the reasons why they're at risk is because Detective Felicia Lewis abusing her power, right? We seen how she got a call from Internal Affairs about, her being extra aggressive with people and things of that nature, and it clearly is not the first time she's done that. And how did she follow that up? How did she follow that up? By putting hands on Diana. So we know that things are not going to end well for Detective Felicia Lewis or anyone else in this fucking podcast. I mean, the task force, you know what I mean? I said podcast. Task force. So we know they're all in danger, right? And Tariq and the Tejadas are now pissed. Like, they needed some type of motivation, I felt like, to really like go after this task force, because I felt like they were all just getting bullied by, mainly Detective Don Carter, right? The Tejada family. Now it's like, oh, okay, you beat up my baby mama, like you beat up my daughter, you beat up my sister, like it's about to get heated, y'all. I expect episode 7 to be again, somewhat action packed, a lot of drama, a lot of twists and turns. I expect these next couple episodes to have some twists and turns. I don't feel like everything that we've predicted, or if I predicted, or I've said is going to happen, is going to come true. I hope everything I say doesn't come true. And I expect there to be a lot of twists and turns. I expect there to be some shocking moments, some twists, as long as they don't do no over releasing of content, like the exclusive clips, the exclusive trailers. They're still doing them. I guess they're not going to stop, but as long as they don't show any crucial scenes, I guess we should be fine, even though they've been doing that. I just hope they stop. We do have some news, coming up on Raising Kanan. We know that Raising Kanan is coming out this winter. Obviously, once Ghost is over, I will start doing some coverage on Raising Kanan, kind of start giving my early season predictions, character breakdowns, death predictions. I'll get into all of that stuff. I'm really excited for Raising Kanan. I expect this next season 4 to be crazy. Obviously, you guys know they also got renewed for season 5. I believe they're actually filming season 5 right now, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they've been filming for a few weeks now, if not longer. So we can expect, season 5 probably next year, probably late next year, mid next year. Who knows? It just depends on, when we get Raising Kanan this winter. When they say this winter, it could be December, could be, early January. Who knows? So we're still waiting to get the dates on that. And I do believe that there are some other spin-offs in the works. I'm not exactly sure what they are, y'all. I think we'll get more announcements once Power Book 2 is over, and maybe even when Raising Kanan is over. I'm pretty sure once each one of these shows seasons conclude, especially Power Book 2, we're probably going to get some more announcements. And I'm pretty sure that the end of Power Book 2 will give us a good inkling of what's to come next. I kind of spoke on this in one of my TikTok videos, but I said Drew's death, if he dies, or any Tejada death, is going to tell us a lot about what's coming in the next show, because the Tejadas are pretty much like the main people in Power Book 2 outside of Tariq. Like, I always say that these power shows are about family and family structure, right? There's always some intricate family, whether you had the St. Patrick family, whether you had in Power Book 2, you had the Tejada family, and Raising Kanan, you got the Thomas family, and Power Book 4, you had the Flynn family. There's always a family circuit in all of these videos. So just keep an eye out for that, y'all. Understand that, and understand how it ends for the Tejadas is going to tell us what's coming next. Because if anybody's going to be in another spinoff, it's going to be one of the Tejadas. Possibly Tariq, if he decides to keep doing this role. So let's get ready for episode 7 tomorrow night. By the time I drop this, it should be Thursday. It should be Wednesday. Should be a Wednesday. Should be the Wednesday before. So you know how it comes Thursday at midnight. So that's why I'm saying tomorrow. Blah blah blah. You guys are probably going to see this Wednesday night, Wednesday evening, whenever I drop. So Stay locked in, y'all. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody hitting me up like, yo, when's the next episode? When's the next podcast? The production right now isn't as great as I wanted it to be because I've just been so busy doing so many different things. But I do have a new guest that's going to be coming on next week. I don't know if you guys have heard him. His name is Express Your Entity on TikTok. He's the one who always does like the videos of like PowerBook 2 with him like standing in front of the screen and like doing videos about the intro. Great guy, great content. I reached out to him a couple of days ago and we started chatting, and he said he loves my content as well and he'd love to be on the podcast, so we're going to schedule something for him, and that's going to be really dope. That's probably going to be another hour and a half long podcast. We're going to be chopping it up, talking about this season and just kind of talking about how we both got into power and power content creation. So I want to thank you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, spread the word about your boy Mr. Power, because we've been taking over. We just hit 74,000 on TikTok. We're about to reach 75,000 in probably a couple days. So love you guys. Appreciate the support, and I'll catch y'all later.